Good morning students, here Seema Sharma PGT Biology from Suraj School. As you know, our very important chapter is going on, that is how do organism reproduce, right. So today we will take the topic sexual reproduction, right. What is sexual reproduction? Firstly, we will discuss about sexual reproduction in plants, and later on we will discuss about sexual reproduction in animals, in human beings, right. So what is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction means involvement of two parents. It's a sexual reproduction. It's a basic difference between asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction in which only one parent can involve, and sexual reproduction in which two parents can involve. Sexual reproduction in human beings, the mode of reproduction with involvement of two individuals with two different sexes, male and female. During sexual reproduction, male organism having male sex organ like that produce male gametes like sperm, okay, and which are small and motile. Motile means it can move from one place to another place. And female organism having female sex organ produce ova, which are generally large or store food. It's a non-motile. Male and female gametes fuse to form zygote. Firstly, fertilization occur, that means male and female gametes fuse, and after that they form zygote, and further it grow into a new organism, right. It make a new organism. That is a sexual reproduction in which involvement of two parents, and from male parent it's male gametes, and from female parent female gametes like sperm and egg. They fuse and fertilization occur, zygote form, and new organism is produces. This is the sexual reproduction. So what is the significance of sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction involves DNA. DNA means genetic material, as well as cellular apparatus of two different organisms which promote, okay, cellular apparatus means all the parts of the cell including cell membrane, right, cytoplasm and their cell organelles, mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, all the material are included. So involvement of DNA and cellular apparatus of two different organisms, male and female, which promotes diversity of characters in the offspring. So what happen with the involvement of two parents, two different genetic materials, right. So it gives a diversity in the offspring. There is a variation in the new individual. In asexual reproduction, what happened? It's a totally identical to the parents. They are same copy of their parents. But in sexual reproduction, we can see the variation in a new organism, in a new offspring. Why? Because two parents are involved in, two genetic materials, cellular apparatus involved in it, and the new offspring with variations. This is the significance of sexual reproduction. We can see the variations due to sexual reproduction, right. Since gametes are derived from different organisms, very obvious, male gametes from the male and female gametes, this means sperm from the male and egg from the female. So result a new combination of genes which increase the chances of genetic variations. As I already told you, that just because of two different gametes involved, so variations can be increased, chances of a genetic variations. Sexual reproduction result in the origin of new species, because variations are going on, so new species can be arises, okay. Just because of variations, evolution occur na. Evolution, what is meaning of evolution? Is a changes with the time. So changes occur due to variations, and variations occur due to sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves division in the sex organ that reduces DNA matter to half so that zygote formed after fusion has same amount of DNA as the parent. It maintains DNA in the species. Mainly DNA present 46 in each organism, right. So 50% comes from female and 50% comes from the male side. So total amount of chromosomes, that is 47 in a new organism, right. Limitations of sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the process of combining DNA from two different organisms, which may bring some undesirable features also. It's not happen that always desirable features come into a new offspring. Sometimes undesirable features also come with it, right. So there is also a disadvantages of sexual reproduction. Now, sexual reproduction in plants. We will start sexual reproduction in plants. Flowers are the reproductive organs of the plant. Means reproductive organs present in a flower. A typical flower consists of four main parts. ठीक है, four main parts of the flower is sepals, petals, stamen and is a stigma, pistils. Okay. Types of flower. How many types of flower? It's a basically two types, bisexual or unisexual. Bisexual means both male and female reproductive parts are present in a single plant, in a one flower, right. Both male or female reproductive parts are plant. These kind of flowers is known as bisexual flowers. Example are hibiscus and mustards. In hibiscus and mustards, both gametes are present, male and female, in a same flower. Unisexual flower means here is present either male or female reproductive part, right. It can be a male reproductive part, it can be female reproductive part. Example, papaya and watermelon. Here is a structure of flower. So in next lecture we will discuss structure of flower and then pollination. Okay. Okay student, I hope all the things that I want to clear with you is clear. If you have any kind of query, then discuss with me in a query session. Thank you and have a nice day.